All right, welcome to episode 1 of the Do Dope Shit podcast. So here I am. I'm doing a podcast because I was told I had a good podcast voice. I'll let you be the judge of that. And heck, even if I don't, at least I have one thing I know is valuable, and that's my story. So now that I have your attention, I guess this is where I'm supposed to tell you some conventional life advice so you can find the courage to pull yourself through tough transitions and find tactics and strategies to keep you going through life, right? Nope, wrong. You will not find anything conventional about this podcast. At least I don't think so. What you will find is a man who avoided his pain much of his life until he had no choice but to change, which has brought me where I'm at today. So who am I? In case you haven't read my stuff or you don't know who I am, my name is George Kalantzis. I'm a human performance coach, a writer, and a dad to a gorgeous little daughter. I spent 10 years as an active duty Marine and also 10 years as a performance coach. You know, the human body and mind, it's always fascinated me. I've always wondered what it took to push past extreme points of discomfort, dig deeper, even when there seems like nothing is left. And the interesting thing is, I was never really good at sports, but I was always in the books, and I was rebellious as a kid. And in my own rebellion, trying to prove myself worthy, I decided to join the Marine Corps and find out what it really took to be the best. And so while I did amazing things in the Marine Corps, and it was probably the best decision I've ever made in my life, I soon realized you can never outrun your problems. For 10 years, I was talented, peak physical condition, did a lot of cool shit in life, climbed the ranks quickly, and I had no intention of stopping. I wanted to be the best. And in my time as a Marine, I got to guard American embassies, deploy to Iraq and Afghanistan, and work with some amazing men and women. Yet despite being in peak physical strength and conquering some of life's toughest battles, I was empty inside. And it all called up to me in the Marine Corps when I faced some challenges that forced me to leave. You know, since leaving the Marine Corps, I experienced more hardships than I had inside the Marine Corps. And what I realized is that what we're truly made of can only be revealed at the moments where we think we have nothing left. And I mean nothing. And I'm not talking about physically. You see, I checked off all the proverbial boxes of life. Great career, beautiful wife, daughter, dog, house, financially stable. It was my ordinary world of that hero's journey, and I was happy there. At least I thought that, until one day my life took an unexpected change. You know, last year, after realizing everything I thought to be true about life was no longer true, I almost took my life. It was the darkest pit of emotional hell I had ever seen, but one that forced me to seek and accept help for the first time in my life. Thankfully, I had a picture of daughter with me, and I found courage to pull myself out of that dark pit. But there was no room for pretending that I wasn't hurt anymore, and running from my problems was not going to work. For the next year, I've surrendered to the fact that just when I thought I had it all figured out, I pretty much knew nothing at all. Indeed, I went through much of a personal rebirth and a journey that entailed having uncomfortable conversations with everyone and stepping into the unknown. I learned everything I could about the mind, body, and heart. Hired coaches, went on retreats, men's groups, you name it. Quit drinking. And along the journey, I started writing about it. I started sharing my experiences with the world. And what I realized is when I started applying all my pain and energy on how to create a better life for myself, I found passion and purpose bleeding from my soul as people were interacting with me. And so today, I identify strongly with someone who is facing tough transitions in life. I understand your pain because I remember, but more than remember, I still battle my demons every day I wake up. Turns out the world needs more transparency, which brought me here to write more articles, connecting with amazing people like you, and start a coaching business, helping people master tough transitions. And so, yeah, in a nutshell, that's how I got here. And if you want to read more, you can check out my website, theartoftoughTransitions.com. But let's get into what you can expect on this podcast. and where I'm at with creating a life filled with dope shit. So I want this to be a place where I share my story and give you clear action items to create a life filled with dope shit. After all, the lessons I have learned go well beyond who I am as a man. And if I'm willing to step into the invitation life has given to me, then my words are a place to hold space and speak the truth for anyone else going through tough transitions in life. It's an interesting thing when you face a transition in life, because I feel like we're always waiting for that next big break in life without ever wanting to take full responsibility. So we will do all the things we don't want to really do, despite the choices we make, leaving us feeling empty inside. It's like, we get caught up in the chase of life, searching for surface level answers to problems much deeper than the surface. And these problems, they never go away. The reason why we keep finding ourselves in these patterns is until we recognize no one is ever going to save us, we will continue to be a headless human running around on the hamster wheel of life. I'm not here speaking to you today, or I'm not doing dope shit in my life because I write, have a coaching business, or because you're listening and read my stuff. I'm doing dope shit in my life because I have the courage to face my fear and pain even when it hurts the most. It's not the lifestyle you see on the outside that is dope. It's about the fact that I show up every fucking day despite how hard it is to see my life changed. To see how hard it is to hear my daughter mention another man's name in her life. Despite those days, my depression kicks in and I feel like doing nothing. I show up. And this is how we cultivate a life filled with dope shit. Unfortunately, uncomfortable truths many of us don't really want to face. But I didn't really recognize this until, like I said, I took full responsibility for my life. And I had to do it all myself. Yes, I hired coaches and therapists, but none of them could do the work for me. I was the one who had to find the courage. Which brings me all back to saying it starts with a story. The Do Dope Shit podcast is about saying fuck the rules of life, man. It's about breaking open the wounds from your past. It's about challenging your life story. Most of all, it's about recognizing you are never alone in this world, despite how hard it may feel. I'm not sure when I'll drop episodes because I don't want to force content, but I'll do my best to make sure each episode has one clear action item to help you create a life filled with dope shit. And so that brings me to today. I want you to take a moment and recognize all of who you are and what you've gone through. If you're driving, just listen to the words. If you're not, take a few minutes to close your eyes and place one hand on your heart. And take a big, deep breath in. Pause for a few seconds. And then exhale. And feel all the emotions that come from taking full responsibility for your life in this exact moment. Take another deep breath. And tell yourself that your voice matters, and so do you. Remember, when you are finally done telling yourself bullshit stories, you can begin to create a life filled with dope shit. So thank you for listening and give me your time today. It'd mean a lot to me if you left me a review and subscribed. I have some dope shit coming for you guys, so seriously, thank you. You can also go to my website, theartoftoughTransitions.com, and join the Do Dope Shit Challenge, a free crash course on cultivating a life filled with dope shit. Literally, you just need to email so you can get access to the videos and exercise from me. In the challenge, I'll give you the foundations to start mastering your mind, body, and heart. But just because it's free doesn't mean it's easy. I'll teach you about the limiting beliefs holding you back so you can create new experiences to break free from the chains of the past. I'll show you how to unlock clarity in your life to create a life filled with passion and purpose. And I will challenge your relationship with your body and give you some simple tools to live with an open heart. But none of it's going to be easy. I'm ready to help you create a life filled with dope shit. It's time for you to live your best life. I'll see you all around.